Umu Biafra lelo jishi. Odogu. Oh hey Biafra, oh hey Biafra, oh hey Biafra. Umu Chineke. Let's again.
What is really happening? The Finnish government has reapproved Simon Ekpa's bail condition as Dr. Orabueze finally submits BiAFRA constitution to world leaders. What is happening? At first, Simon Ekpa ought to have been released, and now they have ought it, and now they have released Simon Ekpa bail condition again. We approve it again. Pastor, what is happening? Please, if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our videos. Please share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon. Good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Benjamin Johnson S. Snatchy, aka the Biafran Evangelist. Yes, what is happening now is what is supposed to happen. Yeah, what is going on in Finland, what is going on all over the world, in America, in UK, in Finland, in Turkey, in Belgium, in Germany, in Spain, in Russia, including China, is what is supposed to be happening. Why did I say this? Simon Ekpa have no case, just like nnamdikanu.
Simon Ekpa has no case.
Simon Ekpa has no case.
Okay.
Even as we speak now, is this Simon Ekpa that is still killing people? Go to Okigwe in Imo State to be precise. Go and see what is happening there now. The civil war has not ended, and they say Simon Ekpa is the one causing problem. So he has no case to answer. And the Finnish government have finally agreed, they have finally seen it. Because they sent a delegate to Nigeria to do the investigation. And they agreed, they have seen it after all. Since the whole Simon Ekpa, this killing did not stop. In fact, the thing even increased. To compare the number of people that have been killed when Simon Ekpa was free, and now that Simon Ekpa is not free, that is under their custody, how many number of people have been killed? So when they now check and counterbalance, they discover that Simon Ekpa is free. Simon Ekpa is innocent. Simon Ekpa has no case to answer. Simon Ekpa commits no crime. But it was just a false allegation leveled against him by Nigerian government as a result of him joining nnamdikanu to talk about Biafra. Remember that anybody that speaks about Biafra becomes an automatic enemy of Nigeria. And they always look for a way to tarnish the image of that person, so long that person, much especially you are from the East, Igbo, Biafra. Are you hearing me? Take a look at what is happening currently now. That Nigeria has decided under the watch of Sultan of Sokoto and Oni of Ife to be seeing the affairs of the traditional leaders in Nigeria. Where is Obi of Onisha? Where is Oba of Benin? That same thing that Simon Ekpa was kicking against, nnamdikanu was kicking against, was the same thing that is happening again. We are not recognized. We want to go. You say he's a bad man.
But Pastor, why would they reapprove Simon Ekpa bail condition? And why it was revealed that Simon Ekpa has been granted bail before, and now why is the Finnish government holding him? And why would the court reapprove it again in Finland?
See, there are procedures, and the two. Remember that Nigeria doesn't want to give up.
Give up how?
Because they still have other things which they are running with the Finnish government. And the Finnish government, in the person of Alexander Stubb, the current president of Finnish government, has some benefits in Nigeria. Has some benefits, yeah, something that is benefiting from Nigeria, which he will not just like to, go just like that. You understand me? So, and the only way for him to keep benefiting it is by playing games with the Simon Ekpa case. You understand? It's by playing game by Simon Ekpa case. That is why you see them behaving the way they are behaving. Because the last time I checked, I discovered that even Nigeria have dropped the charges of terrorism. That they are only left with one charges, which was cyber, the one they call cyber crime. But which I later heard that the Simon Ekpa has finally won. But I believe they are waiting, maybe according to their constitution so far. So one thing which they made mention of, that the case may definitely lead or escalated to September before they will finally conclude on the case and on the matter. And before then, they will like Nigeria to come to defend one or two things regard to the case of Simon Ekpa. Are you hearing me? So on that note, before they will finally now pass their judgment.
But see, Pastor, don't you think it is because of the steps taken by Dr. Ngozi or Orabueze to submit the BiAFRA constitution to the world powers, and that is why the court and Finnish government has approved Simon Ekpa's bail condition? Yes, because there's a country called Catalina that want to exit from Spain, and they have joined on with BiAFRA too to make sure that BiAFRA succeed in the same pursuit.
I know one thing, when you are pursuing something, you see somebody with a like mind, definitely that work pursue in order to achieve it. From there, you achieve your own too. You understand? So, Ngozi Orabueze is a woman, but I didn't see her as a woman. I see her as a man in a womb form. You see as a womb? Yeah, I see her as a man, but in a womb form. So, and that is why I'm saying what I am saying. What those ones that call themselves men could not be able to do is what God is using her to achieve to people.
Who are those that call themselves men?
The DOS and co, the people that came to testify against the PM, what they could not achieve, and those that allowed themselves to be used by Nigerian government to betray PM, they know themselves. You understand? So, and that is why you see them coming out to criticize Ngozi Orabueze, calling her Fulani woman, calling her that she is a Fulani person, that she is the one supporting Nigeria. Whereas they are the one supporting Nigeria, they are the element that Nigeria is using. You understand? So far so good. You see what the woman is doing. She has submitted the distance to the supreme. When you talk of supreme, you know, we have powers, but there is one called supreme power. So she has played the game to the level of her growing to the high realm of having access to the supreme authorities in the world. Currently now, as we speak, that is why she went and dropped the BiAFRA constitution for recognition.
But Pastor, now do you think, now that the Finnish government, the court has really approved the constitution, do you think Alexander Stubb will listen to it, Pastor?
Definitely. See, like I said before, they are just playing a game based on the selfish interest.
Based on selfish interest?
Yes. So it will get to a point whereby his hand, he himself will confess it, whereby his hand will be tied. He will no longer be able to do anything outside the law. Then the next option and the only option for him is to abide by the law and follow what the law says. And Simon Ekpa will be automatically back in his feet, back in his base, back in the social media, and back in his handle.
But sir, we've said this countless times. What is still keeping Simon Ekpa in tension? That's what I want you to buttress.
The area I'm buttressing, that I've said it. What else do you want me to say again? I have said it, that what is keeping him was the selfish interest of what the Finnish government, in person of their president, is getting from Nigeria. You can see the power plant they are giving, the contract they gave to them. You see the oil that they are sucking. You understand? You see the oil they are sucking, you see the power plant they give to them as a contract to build in Nigeria. Do you know how much they stand to make and how much they are making in a day? If they should let it go, do you know how much they will stand to lose? Because in the Finnish government account now, their GDP is growing. It's wasn't strong.
Their GDP is growing.
Yes, it's wasn't strong as a result of what they are sucking in Nigeria. You know, Nigeria have formed themselves as a public firm where any country can come up and begin to suck. You understand? In different angles. So they are sucking their own. So that is why you see them playing the game they are playing with Simon Ekpa. But it's quite unfortunate that a citizen of Finnish government of Finland could be used to play game by this current Alexander Storm.
To play game.
Yes, to Alexander Storm government. Yes, it's quite unfortunate. Somebody who has served the country for many years, who has given every strength, every ability, every ideology that is in him, he has given it to the Finnish government. Yet this is how Alexander Storm government want to reward him. But no wahala, no trouble, no quash. I know Alexander Storm, one day he will get tired. The law, yeah, he will get tired. Then the law will have its way.
Then the law will have
its way.
What if the law does not have its way, Pastor?
Definitely, no. There is no way law will not have its way.
Okay, Pastor.
And it's just like the case of Joseph in the Bible. You understand? Potiphar did it here. What can Joseph do? Who will speak for Joseph? Who will defend Joseph? Who can fight for Joseph? Of course, nobody. But when the appointed time came, what happened? In one way or the other, God spoke for him and God brought him out. And even God now positioned him above the man that put him into prison. So time is coming, the Lord will have his way, because BiAFRA have come to stay. God have approved it. God have recognized it. Earth have recognized it. So when the appointed time comes, you see everything being in place. Okay. Then you will remember this my word.
Okay, Pastor, we say a big thank you to you.
You're welcome.
Good morning. The Fulanis are having it woto. They are having it woto. It is not is not news that the Fulanis have filled Benue heading to Enugu, and now Enugu youth have now come out, and hunters have come down to burn down all their camp base. And the governor of Enugu State, Ekpa, is saying that they should not take laws into their hand. Ekpa is saying that Enugu youth should not take laws into their hand, that they should accommodate their brothers. Is Fulani brothers of Enugu?
God forbid, there can never be a brother to me, because no be the same mama born us, neither can it be the same papa. How can Fulani? How can you say Fulani? Don't you see the name? Fulani, de Fulefu. How can you say that they are my brother? In what sense? Are they Ochukwemeka? Are they Obinna? Are they Ogbonna? Are they Esinachi? Listen and listen to my beloved brother. What they are collecting in that their chaos, in that the bush, in that tent that they used to dwell, is what they deserve. What the Enugu youth is given to them is what they deserve, because they have caused a lot of havoc. That is where they will go. By the time they go there and hide themselves there, early in the morning or overnight, you will see them coming out to begin to kill people, rape people, and begin to vandalize people's homes. Begin to give insecurity, begin to cause havoc to the people. They leave their own place, which is not. What are they doing in the east? Is it their fatherland? But they is. But can't they do a border that can checkmate them from that Benue? Check their influx from Benue to Enugu, and that what is Ekpa doing too? Yes, that is what we are saying. Not that we cannot check it, but the problem is we are having incarnate Fulani as a governor. Incarnate Fulani, okay, as a governor in Enugu State, who even appoints Usman Dafodio Grand Pekin as Usman Abubakar as his personal advisor, who now advise him to open border for their colleagues, Fulanis, to go occupy our bushes, our forests, and build their tent there, so that they can use it to vandalize homes, kill people, take people's farmland, take people's property, take land that does not belong to them. You can see what happened in Amuifu in Enugu State. What they did, the havoc that they caused the Enugu citizens in Amuifu local government village. You understand me? Now tell me, for how long will the Enugu youth to keep quiet? A total stranger call himself Fulani, come from somewhere, and you expect them to fold the hand. Igbo blood, Nwafo. Wait, excuse me. Do you ever hear say Igbo people leave Igbo land, go to north and begin to kill the northerners in their place? No. Then why is it that these northerners, so-called Fulanis, are leaving their place, their bases, coming to Igbo land to take our land by fire, by force? The other day, I heard that Satan Sokoto say they must not divide because he had about 23 oil well in Niger Delta, as if he carried the oil from north down to Niger Delta.
But now that the governor of Enugu State, Tamba, has said the youth, PSN and hunters are taking laws into hand that they must be dealt with.
They must be dealt with, he said, but he cannot deal with the Fulanis that have been taking laws into their hand. What prompted nnamdikanu to form ESN? Was it not as a result of the insecurity that the Fulanis are causing? They left their place down to east and start be killing people. The same thing that they are doing, they did in Ondo, that makes the later carry the route to form Amoteku. Was there anything like Amoteku before? It was as a result of this that they began to form different kind of group in order to checkmate the SS killings, despite the fact that in the southeast we have Fulani incarnates as governors who still give them upper hand to kill their own people.
Who still give them upper hand?
Yes. Then why is the Fulanis taking laws into their hand? Is it the Fulanis that have right to take law into their hand? Then we, the Biafrans, doesn't have right to take law into our hand. Enugu citizen, Enugu youth doesn't have rights to take law into their hand. But Fulani have right to come to Enugu and take law into their own hand, Abi? Is that what the governor is trying to say? So he's giving Fulani upper hand, free hand. You are free to take law into your hand. But Enugu citizen, indigenous, the youth doesn't have rights to take law into their hand by defending themselves.
But Pastor, who is Peter Mba?
Peter Mba is a governor of Enugu State who have been influenced and influenced with the Fulani spirit.
He has been influenced by Fulani spirit.
By Fulani spirit to kill his people, so that Fulani can successfully succeed in Fulanizing Enugu State.
But Pastor, what has the Fulani left behind in Enugu that they are looking for?
Exactly.
And that the governor cannot enact a law to stop that influence. It's the same governor that appointed, just as I said, the grandson of Usman Danfolo, and that has caused chaos in the state. And now, allowing them to say that the hunters and ESN and farmers should not fight Fulani S-man. What does Peter Mba want?
I can't really tell because I am not Peter Mba. Let Peter Mba tell us, but in the angle I am seeing it, that is why I'm seeing myself as being right with what I have said. That is a Fulani incarnate person. Because the agenda of the Fulanis in the whole, not just southeast, in the whole of Nigeria, is to Islamize Nigeria and to Fulanize Nigeria.
Is to
Islamize Nigeria at the same time Fulanize Nigeria, just the same way they have Fulanized the north. But look at it in the north today. You can never find Hausa man being a governor. Do you see any Hausa man as a governor in the whole northern part of Nigeria? But they have silenced the Hausas. They have taken over Hausa. They have conquered Hausa and they have Fulanized Hausa. The same thing that they want to do in other places in Nigeria.
But Pastor, is the governor not aware of the killings happening in Benue.
I think Peter Mba should be asked of that, and I believe he should answer this question, because you cannot be hearing if truly you have a good interest of your people at heart. You have your people, the well-being of your people in your heart. You see that so group or so person is doing so thing in that so place. The same set of people are the people you open gate and say they should come inside. You understand me? So it shows that he doesn't have interest of the Enugu indigenes at heart. That means he did not regard and he doesn't want any good thing, and he's not there too to protect the Enugu indigene, the property of the Enugus. Is not interested in protecting and securing them. What he was interested or is interested on is to make sure he support his masters whom he is serving as a slave to achieve their mission in Enugu state. And that mission is no other mission than to kill all the Enugu indigene and take over the Enugu state and convert it as an Enugu Fulani state.
But sir, you think the people will sit down their hands and watch all this dwindle?
That is why you see what is happening today. That people are now like defending themselves, taking law into their hand. If Fulani can take law into their own hand and do what they do, we too need to take law into our hand to stop them.
But now that the government said nobody should take laws into their hand, don't you think?
Yes, the governor has spoken well, but let that governor with his statement start it first from the group that started the killing.
I don't understand.
You don't understand. Let him, it whatsoever he want to bring on, let him bring it on first against the Fulanis.
Okay?
Because it was the Fulanis that started the killing. It was the Fulanis that started what was going on in the Enugu state before the Enugu youths rise up against it. So if anything is coming up, they want to bring on, let him bring it on and let it start first against the Fulanis. By the time he finished dealing with the Fulanis, before he now come to the Enugu youths.
So don't you think the way things are going now, don't you think this thing would actually cause anarchy in the land? Like everybody is saying we no longer want Fulani in our land.
Of course, nobody, excuse me, my brother, the way they are doing, will you welcome them? Will you harbor them in your house? If you harbor them in your house, one day they will kill you and take over your property. Their own is just to acquire. They are not ready to buy. They are not ready to spend money. They just want everything free. And it's not possible, it's not going to work. You can't take my property by force. And for you to even buy my property, I must place my property for sale. And whereby I'm not ready to sell, you can't force me to sell.
Okay, Pastor, what is your advice for the Enugu youth and everyone?
My advice for Enugu youth is this: they should buckle up their hustle. They should increase the fire, and they should rise up in a mass to defend their fatherland.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.